A flicker in the night, so small yet so bright. Through shadows it fights, bringing warmth to the sight. A gentle whisper, a spark in the air. As the world feels too heavy, it's always there. Sparks of hope, light in the sky.
With me today in the interview is Daniel Sila from G Thamini. Daniel, let me give you a chance to introduce yourself, to tell us who you are, what you do at G Thamini, and in a very special way, tell us what is the meaning of this word G Thamini? What does it mean? Why did you choose such a name?
My name's Daniel Sila. I was brought up here in this community of Mukuru. My parents were unable to afford education, high school education for me. And like any other story here in Mukuru, you find parents, they have no financial muscle, especially in large family size like ours. So someone believed in my potential and also in my colleagues whom we started G Thamini with, and they sponsored us through high school, by God's grace also through university. And I can say I'm really looking forward to my graduation. I'll be graduating with a Master of Science in Project Management from Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology. So that has been my academic journey.
Okay.
And just to take you back to the beginning, when we were starting in 2008, we were sitting, and I can remember it just like yesterday, we were debating what name should we go with. There were a lot of names.
Wow.
And we went with G Thamini, G for self,
Okay.
and Thamini for value.
Okay.
So G Thamini stands for self-value, and we put, instead of J-I, we put G because we were young back then, and whatever we were doing was not for ourselves. We were looking to do something for the young people, so we added a bit of swag in it,
Yeah.
and called it the G. We removed the J-I, we put the G. Yes, so for self-value, because we are foreseeing in our community a generation of young people, young leaders who will become people who are valuable in this society, people who value themselves and also they value others.
I'm very grateful that those who saw you, they saw your value, they made that value to grow and increase. Tell us a little bit, what was the core need in the Mukuru community that inspired you and the founders to start this G Thamini?
So when the story of G Thamini is being told, one thing that we really love about G Thamini is the way we started. It was so natural, it was so organic, in that when we were starting, we would go to schools, local community schools, every Saturday with those green paper bags that were banned. And we would go with those storybooks to those schools and read for the children. So our story is one of need-driven, whereby we were pulled by the needs of the community. And it has been so ever since. Every program that G Thamini has is a need of this community of ours, of Mukuru, from the library that you can see has transformed from those paper bags to the two libraries that we have, the van and also the physical library that you visited.
G Thamini's mission is to empower youth with positive self-awareness and self-esteem. Why is this holistic approach, which includes mentorship, education, art, so crucial for young people in the Mukuru setup today?
As you can tell, there are a lot of very many stories about Mukuru. Some are good, but majority are not that good. So we started the journey of mentorship with these scholars of ours, and also we saw a need of creativity in the young people. And as you can see, around in 2015, we started this amazing art program. When they were starting, they couldn't draw like this. But with the help of the professional art teacher, Mr. Simon, they've grown to such an extent that they won the Mask Prize Awards in 2023, being the best school in Africa. We celebrated.
It's amazing.
It is amazing, and that recognition for those young kids, what it did for them, it took them to the next level. Their art right now, they are being called to exhibit in every other well-known art gallery, and that is a good thing for them.
So do we conclude that G Thamini is a mother to so many children? Because a mother raises the child, a mother educates the child, a mother also tutors the child, and in a very special way, I'm delighted because every child I'm meeting here or a young person I'm meeting here is like, I have been taught to understand myself. Beautiful. I have been mentored in this and this way. Wonderful. And in speaking in this, Mr. Daniel, could you describe one of your key programs, especially the library service, and explain the unique need that it addresses in this specific setup?
For our library, as I had told you where we started from the story of the paper bags, and by God's grace, right now we have our library, which has two sections to it. We have the mobile library, which is a van, and also we have a physical library. So I'll start with the physical library, which is quite unique in this Mukuru of ours. So that library provides a quiet place, an environment which has a lot of ambience. You could see the beauty inside that library is in quite contrast with what is outside here in this society of ours. So when the kids enter there, this is what they've been telling us, that they feel calm, and the library also provides them with a chance to dream. So the other unique thing about our library is that it is the only book lending library in Mukuru. So we do work in conjunction with our parents, just to make sure that these young ones are able to borrow books on a weekly basis. They go and do their homeworks and read the storybooks from home, and then after a week they return. And we've seen very, very good success come out of the physical library. The other unique feature of our library is that we not only provide these books and resources, we also have people like David. We have our resident tutor. He's called Mr. Michael. He's a teacher. We also have, during the holiday periods, professional teachers. We have one who teaches in Upper Hill High School, and we also have one from one of the community schools. So what they do, they volunteer their time so that we not only provide these young ones with the books, but also with the tutoring. And this we do free of charge. We do not charge.
I think this is something that we need to speak to the young people. Whenever they see these services offered to them, it is a big moment not only to dream, they need to dream big. And
maybe I can add, if you allow me, one thing about our library, we really are very, very proud of it. We do have digital learning resources. We have a projector there, whereby the schools now, when the schools are in session, we book them, and they do come in turns to be able to utilize those digital learning resources as per schedule, because as you know, with this curriculum-based education, it does require digital learning resources, which the community schools do not have. So we are always very gracious hosts, and we are very, very happy to have the schools come to us. Some of them, apart from the digital learning resources, the schools don't have the teaching materials, and we are always very happy to lend to the teachers. They go teach and bring back the textbooks. And finally, I'll mention the pad bank, which you saw. And we see this pad bank as an equalizer between the boys and the girls, so that the girls, when they are on their menses and it has come when they're in the library, they just go. They don't even need to ask anyone. They go, pick, there's a washroom nearby, they change, they come, they continue with their studies.
And I like that kind of gender sensitivity, because, you know, looking at our society today, I mean, we are moving from the traditional way of understanding things to a very digital and developing, environments.
Yeah.
And this is one reality that tells us that we are growing, we are changing.
Yeah.
Gender is an issue that actually needs to constantly be addressed. Now tell me, like how many schools do you serve in a day when they come to the library?
So in a day, we could serve a maximum of 3 to 5. Yeah, that is the number that we do serve. 3 to 5 schools in a single day, from the morning to the up until around 4 p.m. At 5 p.m. we do now welcome the ones that are leaving school. They do come in for around 1 hour.
Okay.
Because we also at G Thamini we are very, very sensitive on matters of child protection.
Exactly.
Our programs, our mantra is always, the much good we do no harm. We allow the kids to go home very early so that they go home in the light of the day.
Now tell us, beyond the numbers, for instance, for the students you reach, how does G Thamini truly measure the impact of self-esteem and positive decision-making on the young people's lives today?
So for G Thamini, beyond the numbers, which we have a lot of, and just to give you an example, this year so far we've reached 11,000 with all our programming now.
Okay.
And last year it was 12,000, but we are sure to exceed that number this year. We have a young girl named Najma. She came to our library when she was scoring 250s. And in 2023, when they did their KCP, the last KCP, she scored 333 marks. And she went to a good school. And not only Najma, the cohort that were with her, they did so well. I remember when they came, we had to buy credit because the kids, we have this connection with them. They came to check for the results at G Thamini, not at home. They came to us so that we could look for the results for them, and in our compound it was all celebrations.
Wow.
So such stories, they give us a lot of pride in the work that we do. And I'll share one final story of a girl from one of our local schools. I'll not share the name because
it's okay.
Yeah, so I do remember her. She was in Form 3, and we had this way of doing our sessions. We have this way of doing our sessions whereby we ask the children at the end of the session to write what challenge they have. And when we were going through the challenges at the office, we came across this one that we've never seen before. This girl said, I am pregnant and nobody knows about it except me and my boyfriend. My mother doesn't know, and even the father. So we had to find a creative way of going back to the school without exposing this young girl because she was in Form 3. So we went to the teacher, told the teacher that we wanted to see the Form 3 class, but the way we approach it is we want to see them one-on-one. And through that, we were able to have her tell her story, and we told her that eventually this pregnancy, even if you hide it, it will be seen.
Come out,
But she told us that her parents, especially the father, is a Simba, so she doesn't know where to go. Yes, so we connected her to one of our staff, female staff. It's Reki, she's here. So Reki was able to meet with the mother, and Reki and the girl, they explained the story to the mother, and to the surprise of the girl, the mother understood and accepted and told the girl that I'm going to help you so that we tell our dad. And she gave birth to a bouncing baby boy. So for us, those are the stories that give us pride and also show the impact of G Thamini, because our mission is to help the young ones to make the right choices. And we do believe by helping that young girl make the right choice on her own self, because at the end of the day, we gave the advice, but the choice remained with her. She took the right choice.
I hope she managed to also to go back to school.
Thank you for that. Actually, she went back to school. She completed, and G Thamini was part of that, because Michael helped her in the library when she was waiting to go back to the school because she just lives nearby.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, these are the success stories that we need to hear. 5 to 10 years into the future, what is the ultimate legacy you hope G Thamini lives in Mukuru and beyond Mukuru?
So the legacy that we want to live in this Mukuru is that continuity, that people will keep on sowing these seeds. It has been done for you. Now we want you to do to the next generation, because in Mukuru there are a lot of not so good stories. You'll find there is poverty, there is drugs and substance abuse, and according to statistics, right now Mukuru is one of the leading areas in terms of teen pregnancy, the young mothers. So that is the narrative that we want to change, and we do believe that us as G Thamini staff, we can't do it by ourselves. We need these young ones who are coming in as the interns, who are able to connect with their peers outside there. When they go, they talk to them. So our legacy is this continuity. We don't want the chain to break. We want what was done for us and what we have done for others to continue.
What is the organization's most pressing need right now at the moment in Mukuru, so that those who watch you from out, they can specifically say, I want to help this and this area?
When we are having our teachers' meetings, one of the biggest challenge that we have is being able to tell this teacher that currently we are serving 11 schools with our mobile library, but we are serving close to 40 schools. So when you're having that teachers' meeting, it's very, very difficult to make the teachers understand that we do not have the capacity to serve all the schools, because number one, of course, we have only one van, and that van also needs the storybooks to be updated. So the other challenge in the library is that, yes, we have books, but as you saw, we have books that some of them are out of date, and the cost of one CBC book
is quite expensive.
Very, very expensive. And for us as an organization, we have to replace those books, and on ourselves we can't be able to do it because of the costs. So that is one area that we really, really need a lot of help. We also do provide these mentorships to almost close to 40 schools, and we would like to expand the network of our mentors and also to build their capacities. And as you can see around, we have these amazing art pieces. So I'd call upon everyone watching to go to our website, check it out, because these art pieces are there. We want to motivate these young people from Mukuru. Some of them, art is the only thing that they know.
They know, yeah.
So we make sure that a big percentage of the money that they do get, 80%, that we get from the sale of these art pieces goes to the artist, and then 20% we ploy it back to the art program, just to be able to pay the art teacher and also to purchase art materials, which are quite expensive. So sustainability.
And finally, if a person is watching and wants to help the youth of Mukuru, what is the most impactful thing that they can do right now?
What we really love at G Thamini and what we really like is if they can make a visit and come volunteer at the library. If they are artists, they can come and volunteer in helping Mr. Simon teach the art class. And also they can donate resources like books for the library, storybooks, course books. We also do have a very big need for the sanitary pads, because we have to give to these young girls when they are going back to the schools. And also we do need to keep refilling that sanitary pad bank that you saw at the library. And also the other way that they can help G Thamini is by sharing our story. So we have social media platforms, all in the name of G Thamini, at Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, name them. So we invite them whenever they see G Thamini content to share and spread the G Thamini story. And also at the website, we have more details on how they can be able to support G Thamini, especially financially, at www.gthamini.org.
And in a very special way, actually, I invite you to Catholic Bookshop, my dear viewer. I have a program for this G Thamini that is running between the months of November and December. Come and buy just one book for this organization, because once you have educated one child today, you have really educated the future. Get yourself a book from Catholic Bookshop. It goes to Mukuru, and it goes actually directly to G Thamini at the end of December. Don't miss that chance. Just cooperate with us, assist our children in G Thamini Organization. So I thank you for being with us, and I thank you for taking care of the youth. And I thank you really from the depth of my heart for being a light in this particular place where you have grown, studied, and today you are the one making changes. So God bless you, and thank you very much.
Thank you, sister. And what I can say is that our journey has been made possible by the likes of the people of you, because this journey we could not have made it alone. We believe in the power of collaborations like the one of you and G Thamini. So we are very, very honored to have you come to our place today. You've been so wonderful to us, and we are looking forward to the future. Thank you so much.
And to come again. Thank you.
Yes.